Accounting standards. So today we'll be discussing about accounting standards. So what are accounting standards? Accounting standards are the method or an approach established and issued by Accounting Standard Board for the preparation of financial statements. These are the standards in which the basic guidelines for the preparation of financial statements has been given. So what was the requirement for introducing this? Because various industries will be preparing financial statements and the users of the financial statements may require it to compare, analyze it. So it was required that all the business should report in the same pattern with the same measurement, recognition, disclosures made so that it becomes easy to analyze and to understand it. That was the reason the Accounting Standard Board introduced various accounting standards which helped the industries in preparing their financial statements and the users to analyze it and compare it between various industries. Okay, so the purpose of this accounting standard was that basic principles, basic conventions, basic assumptions which will be laid down on which the whole financial statements will be prepared and presented. In this, the first accounting standard, which is the very important accounting standard, is disclosure of accounting policies. So what it says this, it is very important to disclose all the significant accounting policies which are being followed in the preparation and presentation of financial statements. So it is very mandatory to disclose all the policies which are being applied while preparing the financial statements. Now, the disclosure part is important because who are the users of the financial statements will understand and it will be easier for them to analyze various financial statements and understand why there is the difference between the figures or what can be the reason for any inflated prices or inflated figures, values or anything. So these disclosures will give them the clear idea of the policies which has been adopted and how it has been impacting their financial statements. So in which areas you may find various accounting policies like inventory valuation, valuation of investments, valuation whatever the, it may need not be in valuation, there are different methods, in measuring also, on recognition, how to recognize it, there may be different methods, for depreciation also, straight line method, WDV method, so many methods are there. So each method whichever is applied to which item, if there are various methods, all that, or else any specific method which whatever is been applied, whatever the policy is applied while valuing, measuring or recognizing that specific items, that should be specified in the financial statements. So when the financial statements are prepared, there are some basic fundamental assumptions while preparation of these financial statements. So what are these basic assumptions, fundamental assumptions? These are those assumptions which are not being specified in the financial statement and is being assumed that it has been followed. So there will be no disclosure of these assumptions being followed in the financial statements. But if these assumptions are not being followed, then disclosure has to be given. Means these, if the financial statements are silent about these assumptions, it is assumed to be, it has been followed. But any of these assumptions is been not been followed, then clear disclosure in respect of this should be given in the financial statement. So what are these basic fundamental assumptions? So first fundamental assumption is going concern, second is consistency, and third is accrual. So we will see each one individually. So what do you mean by going concern? Going concern means that business will be in working, will be operating, will continue to operate in a foreseeable future. What do you mean by foreseeable future? Our financial year is of 12 months. So here always it will be considered as foreseeable future to be of 12 months period or 1 year, you can say. So it is assumed that this business will be working for next 12 months when there is no disclosure about the going concern in the financial statement. So if the company is silent about it, it is assumed the business will be running for next foreseeable future. It will be continuing in operation. Okay? It is not in the plans of discontinuing the operation. And there is no actions, no necessity for them to close down the business. So going concern is one of the basic fundamental assumption. If it is not, then it has to be disclosed in the financial statement. Second is consistency. Means accounting policy which has been followed has to be disclosed. But if there is change in accounting policy, then the company has to give disclosure of change in the accounting policy and their impact on the profits and respective items which are having impact on the balance sheet. If the company is silent about it, it is assumed that they are following the policies which has been adopted and there has been no change in it. Accrual. Accrual is recording your revenues and cost on the basis of it has been accrued. What do you mean by accrued? Means though it is received or receivable, it is still booked. It should be related for that period. So related to that period, all the incomes and expenses are being booked, though it is received or not. If the company is not following accrual basis of accounting for any item, it should be clearly disclosed in the financial statements. If the company is following it, it need not require to disclose about it, and it is assumed that they are following accrual basis of accounting for all the expenses and revenue shown in their P&L and balance sheet. Okay. So what are the three fundamental accounting assumption is going concern, consistency and accrual. So when they speak all this, these are for the near future, means 12 months period they are speaking about. So this is for one financial year. If whenever you are making financial statements, it is assumed to be, it has been followed. These are the basic assumptions which is laid down before preparation of financial statements. Now, here when we are speaking of accounting policies, so what is the factors which will you keep in mind before selecting an application of accounting policies? So what are the factors? The first factor is prudence. What is the prudence? Substance over form, materiality. Okay. So these three are the basic factors governing for selection and application of accounting policies. So what is the prudence? prudence, in a not taking these technical words, in a simple way, how your business is, what is correct for your business, of what will give the clear and correct picture of your business items, valuation of inventory. If your perishable items, then the method adopted. How will you, which method you will, FIFO, LIFO, weighted average. If it is a perishable items which has less shelf life, like if it is vegetables and all, how to account it. If it is non-perishable items which can be stored for longer time, then what is the method of valuation of inventory. So it will be changing on the basis of the basic business nature, basic items underlying it. So the selection of the accounting policies should be done on the prudence, means you should take into consideration all these basic factors while selecting the accounting policy, which that accounting policy should be adopted, which will give the clear and true and fair view of that items which have been reflected in your P&L and balance sheet. Substance over form. This one will be best example will be the hire purchase, where in the hire purchase, if the assets are purchased on hire purchase by the hire purchaser, the assets are shown in the books of hire purchases, in spite of the fact that the hire purchaser is not a legal owner. But the purchase becomes, see here in hire purchase, on the last payment of the installment only the purchaser becomes the owner, but the accounting will be done by the hire purchaser as his asset. So what it is, we should see the underlying reality of the transaction, and accordingly the accounting policy should be selected and applied. Materiality. Materiality reflects that you should give the importance for the item for adopting the policies, like really this one expenses is such an important expense which impacts the whole profit element of the company. Yes, if yes, then how material it is, how important is that expenses to the whole business. If that is, then according to the policy you should be adopting, should be reflecting the correct picture, correct value. It should give us the correct amount. It should help us to arrive at the correct figure, correct valuation or measurement criteria of that item. So the materiality is that which will give the importance, the role of that expense of or revenue in that business, and on that basis how important it is you should see, and how it impacts the financial statement. If it's an infrastructure business, if it's an infrastructure, then the business is asset backing. The whole business has lot of assets only. So when you are adopting any method of depreciation, you should be very careful, because these will be impacting the whole business profits, because all the depreciation will be hitting your P&L account, which will be indirectly impacting your profits. So this infrastructure company has a major role in depreciation. So you should be very careful. The materiality here, it is in the depreciation. So you should be very careful while adopting any policies for calculation of depreciation. You should look into the assets, its use, its nature, and then adopt it. As Depreciation is a very material expense item. Materiality, here it is very important expenses in the infrastructure company. Okay. So they have given technically here whatever in the explained in a standard format. Changes in accounting policy. So also any change in accounting policy, which it should be specified in your financial statement, and even because of this change in accounting policy, if the impact is huge on the profits, then that figure should be also reflected in your financial statement with the disclosure of how much impact has been made because of changing accounting policy. If it wouldn't have, there wouldn't have been change in accounting policy, then what would have been your profit? And because of change on accounting policy, how much profit has been increased or decreased? With that disclosure, it should be reflected in your financial statements. So AS1 speaks about all these things, which are really a very important underlying criteria in preparation and presentation of financial statements.